It's week 3 of the National Football League, and we'll see Bijan Robinson. He's coming off a track meet kind of week, just a bunch of yards and frequent trips to the end zone. It's the Bulls and the Packers on Monday Night Prime Time.
With the skyline of Manhattan as our backdrop, we are across the East River in the fabled borough of Brooklyn, New York. Tonight, it's the second of our Monday night doubleheader, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers and the Brooklyn Bulls. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Brooklyn ball club. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape, their victory last week, is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Packers, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes it actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us against the world mentality. Let's see if they can use it and get a victory.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by their quarterback, standing 6'1" from Utah. It's Tyler Huntley.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
But that's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3-1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of the season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. But behind closed doors, he probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have a perfect game.
This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. Ball on the 27. Here's second and a couple. Again, it's Robinson. Trucks over him. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Short throw taken in by Okonkwo. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
An eligible receiver downfield. Offense.
Now those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Now 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And 3 yards there, takes him to the 45. And there on your screen, Charles, the key inactives guys out this week.
And there's never anything good about any injury, but there's a silver lining to them. Is that it creates opportunity for someone else on the depth chart. Will they take advantage of it with good play? Or have they not prepared well, thinking they'll never get on the field and they'll go out there and hurt their team?
The pickup there, 5 yards. They'll run this one right with Robinson. Oh, look at the juke. 42 yards rushing for him now to this point. Well, you think about what it's taken to get to this point. The Giants and the Jets, obviously historic franchises, shared the stadium for years, never felt fully right. Well, now you got 2 New York teams with 2 different homes. And this team in Brooklyn, I'll tell you what, walking in, seeing the excitement on the fans' faces, they are ready to embrace a team here in Brooklyn, and this should be a fun experience to watch unfold. And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short. They go play action with Huntley. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown. Keyshawn Butte. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bulls will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Well, these guys scored touchdown after touchdown in that win a week ago. So how do they come out this week? Same way. They've got that momentum going, a touchdown on the opening drive.
I think it's safe to say that they're in a groove, isn't it? I mean, a lot of times we've seen where teams have scored a ton of points the week before. The very next week.
And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally. This will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. The extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. 6'4" Jordan Love taking the field for the first time. The 2020 first-round pick from Utah State set to lead Green Bay.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe he leans on a few other parts of the offense and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That burst good for 20 and a first down. Love going to keep it on the option. And coughed it up. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Up the middle they go. It's Reed. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Tackled on the play by Kyer Elam. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Packers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Reed. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2. Love with it. That is caught. Touchdown. Romeo Doubs from 21 yards away. And the Packers are an extra point away from drawing level. The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second. We do have a flag.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
60 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. Huntley off a play action. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
On second down, here's Huntley. That'll be caught by Ezekama. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 30. Huntley to throw. Flushed out right. There he goes, right side. And touchdown. Tyler Huntley, 30 yards. And his guys have taken the lead. And maybe the defense got so caught up in him throwing the football, they forgot he can take off too.
And you often hear about the quarterback being the unaccounted for guy as a runner. Well, even on a passing play, he's unaccounted for as a runner, and he turned it into a nice gain.
A very nice run, and it turns into 6 points. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 14-7. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And the finishing touch was that nice long run into the end zone. This fielded right at the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Second down and a yard. And now a run with McBride. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on first down. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. A spin. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And they will take over first and 10. Bijan Robinson leading the offense out for another drive. And it may just be the second quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. It fights him off, rolling to his right. He'll get this one to Ezekama. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. As a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. Second down throw from Huntley. Eluding the pressure right. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Throwing on first and 10, Huntley. Sets up the screen to Robinson. Nifty move. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They're going to hurry back to the line now. On first and 10, Huntley. This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down. Out of the gun, Huntley. And pass complete, here's Butte with it. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That one goes for 24 yards.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need to tip the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with first and goal. Now this is going to be a quarterback draw.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Tyler Huntley with his third touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Bulls will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
That's a great alternative there to the old-fashioned quarterback sneak. Instead, let your quarterback take it in the shotgun and essentially choose his own path. He scans the situation, makes the right read, and takes it into the end zone on the QB draw.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
For most people, the excitement of the kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Love now. A short throw to Musgrave. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
Holding, offense.
Usually see those guys out wide get called for holding on running plays. Here, a passing play.
Yeah, sometimes when you get this quick screen, bubble screen, anything where they're having to block for their fellow receiver, usually at the point of attack, and this time he got caught.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now a second down throw for Love here. That's taken in, Dontavian Wicks. Touchdown, Packers! A big play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Packers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Carlson's extra point up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. Oh, good-looking return set up here. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Bijan Robinson leading the offense out for another drive. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Dancing to his left. Gets this complete to Butte. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Downfield. Offense.
So he gets too far beyond the line, and that's an easy call for the official. Looking to throw here, Huntley. This pass deep for Okonkwo. And that is incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
A final shot before break. Huntley. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night, as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, here's the Packers offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, How about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
That's big Jordan Davis powering in to drop him. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Jordan Davis, 2 plays in a row now that he has gotten in there for the sack, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. Let's take it at around the 40. Oh, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
A big kick, 50 yards that time with a return of 4. And that will come the offense as they take over. Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. 73 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Well, I'd say we're well past the time that we're trying to work out the kinks of the season, aren't we? We're already into week 3, and he's looking really, really strong. Already has won an AFC Player of the Week award.
Yeah, did that a week ago in week 2 with runs like that and then some. He's into space past the 25. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down. Robinson up the middle. He's to the 10. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Bijan Robinson with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bulls go up by 2 touchdowns.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went in at the half, and they came out here in the second half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes, and while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now up to 14. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it was Bijan Robinson who took it home with a touchdown run. This fielded right at the goal line. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Okay, right. Ready.
Love, they go play action now. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give him 7 there on the 1st down carry.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
On 2nd down now. It's Reed, and this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Holding. Offense.
And they get the guard, John Runyon. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Ready.
Love. He finds his man, complete. It's Reed. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And 3rd and 8 now. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now just east of Manhattan in Brooklyn. 7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. It's the Packers who have the football but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4. Love. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people make him play.
He's got it in, complete. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Jaden Reed, 34 yards. And the Packers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Carlson's extra point up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. Taken at the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Bijan Robinson leading the offense out for another drive. He's toppled the century mark already, receiving the football, closing in on that on the ground, too. They've really had trouble handling him.
I think from what we've seen in this game, his success through the air has started to open things up for him on the ground, because now he's loosened up the defense, right? They've got to play just about every snap as if another receiver can get downfield on them, and he's been that receiver. Now they bring him back to the backfield. I think his yardage running the ball will increase as this one goes on.
Well, they might need to devote some extra attention to him, something just to stop the momentum he has.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play, because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. And even 100 yards on the ground for him now, as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Huntley's throw caught by Ezekama. And they'll get this route past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Huntley looks to throw. Got a man, Boutte. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Here's Huntley. He'll buy some time right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Tyler Huntley, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Bulls are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
That's a really good decision right there outside of the pocket. You've got to know the right time to shift from passer to runner. He was looking and looking, nothing there. You can almost feel the brainwaves firing as he calculates, I think I can win a race to the pylon. And he turns out to be right. Touchdown.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
They'll throw again. Here's Love on 2nd and 10. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it. This spot in the 4th quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. And now with the play clock winding down, a whistle and possibly a false start. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. And they'll try again here, 1st and goal after the false start. Robinson with another carry. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. And he'll be well short of a first down as he stopped again right at the line of scrimmage. And they're going to go for this thing. They're not going to leave anything to chance. They're going to roll the dice on 4th and goal. Escaping the pressure right. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Tyler Huntley, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Bulls have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter.
The defense was almost too good on that play. They took away all of his targets. The one thing they forgot, to account for him as a runner. And he's able to tuck it and go for the end zone and get it done.
And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us. Because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Love now to pass on 1st down. And his throw is incomplete.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Love looking to throw it. A quick throw there is incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Down the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Give him credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. A 1st down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Here's 2nd and 7. They'll run again here with Robinson. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because We've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time, ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys. But if you step back and look at this, CD, a pretty impressive victory. Not the best defense in the NFL they were going against, but it is a top 10 defense in this league, and they're pretty sound, but yet they found a way to get it done and get the victory.